We got hards on. We're going to the end.
You only sing when you're winning. Sing when you're winning. You only sing when you're winning. No, never were truer words spoken. Yeah, awfully convenient. Piastri wins at Spa. Oh, someone goes missing. Oh, what's that about? Yeah. Lando wins. Oh, he's back. You got me. Yeah, I missed talking about Spa last week or whenever it was. When Piastri happens to win and I was nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I mean that's on me. I wasn't even busy. I lacked the get up. I lacked the motivation. I was in a dark place, guys. It was just a very boring race. It was a very matter of fact race, like the way in which it just unfolded, like it just happened. Like Piastri just took the lead, and then that was just the race. And Lando tried something, and the race kind of just simmered out from very early on to the point where I was just like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that interesting to talk about. I'm obviously happy about the result, and I just bottled it, mate. And now I'm here to bully you into listening to me praise Lando, because Lando won this race. Don't get me wrong, guys. Lando won this race. You know, he earned it, and he did nothing. He didn't put a foot wrong this weekend. We all know that's not true. We all know this was another weekend of Lando not having the best start, getting out qualified by Piastri, and having to try and claw something back from the race. That being said, some of the dialogue I've been seeing about it is bullshit. It is. We got the rate my quali. We got the race rundown. We got the soft, medium, hard awards. I'm doing it off the top of the dome. I don't need a script. Okay, let's go motor racing. Okay. In terms of quali, from what I can remember, I don't want to remember. I mean, once again, I think it's the second week in a row. Hamilton, not a great qualifying. I don't know. I mean, Hamilton very quickly has got to the points of self-harm again, verbally, in interviews. I think we got to this point a lot deeper into the season last season where I'm just shit, man. I'm just bad, man. I'm just shit. I'm not good. He has a bad qualifying. He just verbally assaults himself publicly. He's had 2 bad weekends in a row after what has been quite a close, I feel season so far of Leclerc. Leclerc's out qualified him. Leclerc's got more points than him, but it's not too far apart. I saw a tweet where I was breaking down the percentage of points each driver has won for the team's collective. So Gasly's won 100% of Alpine's points this season. Only driver to do so, kind of crazy. I guess he's not exactly had tough competition. I'm surprised Colapinto hasn't even got a single point yet so far though. And or am I? The cars. I honestly I couldn't even tell you where Alpine finished week to week. I have no idea. I'm assuming they're terrible and not doing well, and that's why I can't think of a single thing about them. But they're just not in my mind, man. I just don't know what they go up to. Who else? Verstappen was high, obviously. Not like that. I'm not making any accusations here. But he was high up there. He had 93% of the points this season for Red Bull run by Verstappen. Piastri, it's 51% of their points. Obviously, Piastri, Lando 49. I feel like Leclerc had won 56 of the points. So 56%. It's pretty close. He's out qualifying. He's got more points than him, but it's pretty close. Whereas these last 2 weekends, Hamilton's sort of fallen apart a bit, just in terms of his. Well, he had a good race. I feel in Spa, and he's pretty happy with that. He got from P18 to P7 or something. But this week, it's not a track for overtaking. Again, why does it exist? I say this all the time. These tracks, man, where we describe them as not good for overtaking. Monaco without the walls. Oh, so Monaco without the walls, without the glamour, and the celebrities, without the exhilarating qualifying. So those are the only good things about Monaco. So it's just all the bad of Monaco. I just don't know why. I get Monaco being there. I guess these tracks are historic, but Monaco more than most of them. I feel yes, definitely keep it in the calendar. It's unique in how it is. Yeah, the races are shit, but it does put an emphasis on the qualifying, and it's impressive to watch them go around that track. It's not impressive to watch these cars crawl around this, where was we, Hungary? This Hungary track, like, where it's hard to overtake. There's just nothing exciting about it. I get that qualifying is important, how it is in Monaco, not as much so maybe. But, I mean, there was way more overtakes for sure. But, like, it's just... Why do we keep these tracks? Why do these tracks get extended? These purpose-built tracks that haven't got the allure, haven't got the visual, haven't got the fucking pizzazz of Monaco, but yeah, they basically are Monaco. And every year we come around to Monaco and we have to have the same discussion, like, oh, does this need to be here? Is it finally time to get rid? The things need to change. Let's try a 7-stop strategy, see if that works. And it's like, but yeah, we have to sit through. And there's a good amount. It's not Hungary's fault. There's about 6, 7, maybe more tracks on the calendar where you click onto the race half an hour early or an hour early by accident, because once again Sky Sports have to mix and match whether they're advertising the broadcast time or the race start time. That pisses me off as well, bro. It's so hard sometimes just to find out when the race is starting, because on the graphics, 1 week it doesn't tell you. It'll tell you when it starts, right? And on some weeks, when they're giving you the start time, that's for the broadcast. An hour before the actual race starts, that's what they're giving you. And the next week, you put in the same time, thinking, oh, that'll be an hour earlier. Just add an hour. Oh no, that weekend, the times they were giving you signified when the race was meant to start. It's lunacy. Who's ever doing the graphics or whatever, be at least consistent. I would prefer if you just put the race start. It was when the actual event starts. But if you're going to do it when the broadcast starts, be consistent. And I've noticed in the graphics now, they've started to like say on certain times and like to specify broadcast starting at this time and then race starting at this time. But the qualifying one is still not being... It's just like, it's so annoying. Clicking on, you're like, oh fuck, I've missed it, or oh fuck, it's an hour from now. But anyway, that was a big old tangent. But I now I've forgotten why I even got to this point. That's annoying. But I don't know. I don't know where I am anymore. But yeah, Hamilton doing what he does, which is not doing great things. Monaco, that's where I was. Yeah, it's just stupid, man. It's stupid. And the race was boring, but it did have the element of fun because obviously the teammates, they're fighting each other, and we've got different things going on. Norris, again, it was one of those weekends where Norris is doing good in practice. He's doing all right in the Q1, Q2, and then Q3 he doesn't. I mean, to be fair, I think Piastri did go faster in Q1, maybe even Q2 as well. But it's just like, you're good around Hungary, and you were doing good when there was no pressure. And the second there's pressure, you know what I mean, he just clocks out. Leclerc did amazingly to put it on pole. I don't think Piastri improved. I think they both went for a second lap, and I don't think either. Well, I think Lando improved, but only by half a tenth, not enough to even get past Piastri. Almost got jumped by Russell. That would have been annoying. And Alonso was fifth, I think. And Leclerc was on pole. And not only on pole, but on pole when your teammate didn't make it out of Q2. So that's decent from him there. Verstappen was like P8 or something. P7. I mean, he finished like P9 or some shit. Like, the Red Bull, really, like, at its best, it can compete for podiums, it feels like at the moment. Sometimes even pretend like it's competing for a win. It's not really, but it can at least act like it for a little bit. Kind of how the club was just like baiting us all. At worst, sometimes it's just kind of nowhere. But yeah, that was quality. I mean, I don't like a quality that ends with people not improving on their times. Like, seeing Piastri go through and putting in yellows and not improving on his time. I like that. To me, is a good signifier of, it wasn't a crazy exciting quality. In terms of the race rundown, I mean, we start off and I'm thinking, yes, go on, boy. Go on, boy. Because Lando is like, oh, he's going to be punchy. I never really back him from a start. Like, I feel like this poor start thing is like a recent thing. I felt like he used to be relatively tidy and good from a start. This time last year, maybe a bit earlier than this time last year. I mean, at the moment, I'm thinking of Silverstone where he jumps Verstappen. I think it's just because when you're sitting in second place, you're sitting in third place, you're not in the best car. Maybe it just takes a bit of pressure off, at least for him. But since they've kind of got a quicker car and he's started to get in his head about the starts, he's just not amazing at them. And it doesn't help that Piastri is great from a start. Piastri's immaculate from the start most of the time. And I'm thinking, okay, he's actually got a good time. In my head, when we start a race, it's not whether like, oh, can you get... It's just like damage limitations. It's just try and not lose out to Piastri here. Not can you go and gain something. So I'm thinking just don't lose places from the start. I'm not thinking maybe he could get him. And it's looking like he could get him. Then it's like, oh, no, you're not getting him out. So you go from like, oh my God, go. You're like off your seat a bit. You're screaming. And it's like, you made me look a dick. Because now you're behind fucking Russell and Alonso. It's like, great. And it's so annoying as well when you're in this situation. Because it's not even exciting. It's like, it's such a like... Just like a little like, oh, get out of the way. Like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's like, oh, well, there's the race wing gone. That's what it feels like. It's not like, oh, now he's got to try and get past Russell and Alonso. It's like, oh, no, I know he's going to get past them. But now it's just these unnecessary hurdles we got to now jump over just to get back to where we started. So, yeah, he gets past Alonso. I didn't even see it happen. He did it pretty quick. Russell proves to be tricky. But did they box to overtake? I think they probably boxed to overtake. Or he just decided to go long, I think. They just decided. Like, they chucked it at him. Yo, Lando, we're nowhere. You want the one stop? He's like, fucking sure. At this point, I'll worst case scenario, I don't win, and I ain't gonna do that doing this anyway. So, fuck it, chuck me on the one stop, and the one stop worked out. Piastri, I do feel from a bit. He didn't do a single thing wrong. He put it on pole. He got a good tidy start. He didn't put a tyre out of place the whole weekend, and he didn't win. What more can you ask for? But at the end of the day, when you're in equal machinery, right, the guy behind you is sometimes going to benefit because he's behind and can learn and see the race unfold ahead of him. It's not majority of the time. On most tracks, it might even be possible to do a one-stop, right? And he tried it last weekend. Didn't work out. Like, I would say 3, at most 4 out of 10 times you might benefit from being the second car. And therefore being the worst car on that weekend at least. On certain tracks, you might benefit from that in terms of strategy-wise. Mainly if you're in the same machinery. But 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be the case. And you still got to execute the strategy. Like, you've still got to make it work. Like, you can be given it and you got to make it work. And again, it's a narrative thing. All these times when you criticize people and you get pissed, just think about if the driver you liked did it, then what would you say? Because I guarantee if Hamilton did what Norris did to Piastri, if Hamilton did that to Russell, everyone would be fucking, oh my God, a monumental drive, one of the best we've seen from Lewis. That was old stuff there from Lewis. Old fucking dog, new tricks. Old tricks from the old dog, but he's bringing them back. It feels like new tricks how this dog's bringing up old tricks, you know? And like, people would be loving it because people loves to see Hamilton smack around Russell when they were teammates. And it's just like, yeah, people are getting pissed about it. People are getting pissed by Piastri being fucked over in the strategy. This is just stupid to me, I'm sorry. Like, Piastri deserves to be angry, and Piastri got fucked by life. He got bad luck, but he didn't get fucked over by the... Okay, you know what, actually, people saying, oh my God, like, that strategy completely undermined Piastri and completely gave Norris the advantage to win. Yeah. Correcto mundo, well done. Because it's Lando's fucking pit wall and it's Lando's fucking strategists. And when Lando is in the position that he's in, they're going to do everything they can for Lando to win. This is a team, don't get me wrong, but this team has a fucking wall in the middle. And that guy's got his fucking little army. And this guy's got his little army. And especially when you're in a position that McLaren are in, they have the luxury where they can fully just, do the best that they can do for their own individual drivers. We've seen, sure, when you're in a closer battle with other teams around you, everyone's got to play a little bit more as a team just to make sure we can get the best team results. They fucking won the Constructors 8 weeks ago or whatever. Like, that's wrapped up. They can fully focus. And if Piastri was behind Norris in the race, Norris would have had the strategy Piastri had because it made sense in the time. And Piastri would have done what Norris did probably, depending on how ballsy Piastri was feeling in that situation. But when one zigs, one will zag because you have to do something different. How many times you watch something, He's gonna pit. Okay, just make me do whatever he doesn't do. He's gonna pit. Okay, let me stay out. He's gonna stay out. Okay, make me pit. You know, that's what you're gonna do. And like, you're telling me you didn't watch that race. Oh, sorry, you all knew Leclerc was gonna fall off cliff. You didn't watch that race, right? And see Piastri not even be able to get within 2 seconds of Leclerc for like most of the race until that final stint, let alone into the DRS zone where he was really pushing him. Even when they said, okay, yeah, Piastri, use your pace now, he didn't close in under 2 seconds, I don't think. I mean, he got to like probably one and a half for like a couple points of the race, but not most of it, right? And in that moment, we're all just meant to go, and like maybe the strategists more so because they get fucking paid the big bucks for this, to know that something's wrong with Leclerc's car. He's been screaming about it on the radio. But you sitting at home, we knew to that extent he was going to be nowhere in the third stint where he doesn't even finish on the podium. Maybe not win, the podium. And like, for a track that's about track position, and for your car to have not been able to close up close enough to even be in the DRS zone, to even overtake him on a track that's difficult for, and where track position is important, right? To not box to overtake, which is what they was doing, for that not to be seen as the right move in the moment, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Of course you would do it. And Lando would have done the same thing. Lando would have done all the same moves. And if Lando didn't fuck up the start, Lando wouldn't have done a one stop probably. He probably would have like slowed down so they could double stack, or he would have had to pit a lap, second lap behind, and just prayed for a safety car or something like that. Never would have came. And he probably would have just finished second or third. Probably third. Probably struggled. No, probably second. Because, maybe he would be behind Russell, pushing Russell, just about overtaking Russell in the final 5 laps. Piastri finishing 8 seconds ahead. Like, and also to say Piastri wasn't on the right strategy, as from the strategic point of view, he was on the right strategy. It was quicker to do 2 stops. He caught him very quickly. And on most tracks, he would have then overtaken him. But it's hard to quantify how much of a tractor Lando's going to make it on a track where it's hard to overtake. They can look at all that data and go, you should still comfortably get him. Lando's done a good job on the strategy. And he did comfortably get him. But then I was watching it. Heart sank. It was falling out of my arse. I could see the times dropping so quickly, knowing we've still got 15 laps to go. We've still got 10 laps and he's already this close. I'm thinking, yeah, once in the DRS zone, he's getting past. And fair play. I didn't maybe fully realise how much you can, like, where the overtake is really only that straight, and Verstappen was getting someone to the chicane, and there is other places, but in equal machinery, I guess it really is just that straight, and if you can defend it into the inside, then you're probably good. And it's hard to quantify if, like as a guy on the pit wall, to look at it and go, okay, Piastri will catch him with 7 laps to go. Now, can we work at how well Lando's going to defend, if he's going to be able to defend for 7 laps, 8 laps, if he could do it for only 2 laps, 12 laps, once Piastri's in his DRS and the tyre difference is what it is. It's like, it's just crazy to be like, Piastri got fucked over. But fucked over by the larger organisation is what people are saying. McLaren are favouring Lando. His pit wall, his team are favouring him. You hear Will Joseph, I think that's his race engineer, right, on the radio. Yes, he sounds happier than Lando is. Like, yes, we fucking got the right strategy. We did it right. You executed it. We beat Piastri. Because that's kind of what it... Yeah, it is that. Like, do you expect something different? But people are acting like it's a large organ. It's McLaren, the fucking puppeteers as a whole going, give Piastri the... But it's not like Norris is behind Piastri and they're fucking pitting Norris first to get the preferential treatment and stuff, which is kind of what happened... Was that this track last year or just other tracks we've seen that before where Lando's had more points and they've had to prioritise Lando even if he's been the car behind, getting priority on strategy? That's not what happened here. Like, in the moment, what happened was, I've got nothing to play for. Do you want the strategy? Is that what everyone acts about the strategy? You want the strategy? Sure. This is the amazing strategy everyone's saying is perfect, by the way. Do you want to try the one stop then? That's how people were viewing it before it was executed. The perfect strategy, right? As it was being executed, Brundle, everyone on the radio, well, this is dog shit. Lando, at best, is finishing in a certain 4th place. This is what people were saying as he was trying to make it happen. The perfect strategy that Piastri should have been put on. As Lando was doing it, everyone was saying this is fucking pointless anyway. The time they're already gaining on him and the time he's losing out by not pitting it and trying to extend to 30 laps and then... Like, this is what people were saying. He just made it work. He did a good job. Like, he fucked up this is the story of Lando's life, right? he will fuck up the start and then have to overextend and do it, like, work harder to then earn back just to get back to where he was, or maybe do better. And then people go, oh, that's luck. You know, he inherited that. And it's like, because he fucks up the start all the time, it always undermines what he then does in the second half of the race. They're not great strengths to have, he admitted them, you know, tyre management and, like, maximizing the most out of tyre, or whichever, like, fancy words he used to describe it. They're not the most exciting strengths. You just want the strengths to be kind of be like, I think he said race management and stuff, race pace. You kind of just want the strengths to be like race craft and, like, being late on the brakes and stuff. Kind of what Piastri's good at, you know, the exciting things. But Lando is good at those things. They play to those strengths, and look, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. It didn't in Spa. The Hail Mary didn't work in Spa. And it's crazy because it could have been a big swing in Piastri's favour. It's now like 9 points, I think, difference. Not sure what the race is on the return. I could actually check that real quick. But obviously I was buzzing about it. I had my hand, I was kind of lying on my back watching it. The laptop was sort of sitting on my, I hate to say it, but crotch region. And my hand was sort of just resting. I was kind of watching it, sort of just like acting like I didn't care, but really I really cared. And I'm seeing the times tick down and my hands is kind of resting on my heart. And I can feel my heart beating so heavily. And I look down at my hand, it's literally doing this. It's fucking bouncing on it, man. Like, it's going up and down. I was physically like Looney Tunes. I could fucking see it extending out on my chest. I care deeply about this championship, and I care deeply about Lando getting that win. And I don't feel like it's going to happen, and that's probably why I'm so stressed. It's kind of like when I was watching the Hamilton versus Verstappen stuff. I kind of thought Verstappen's won this at one point in the season. I just couldn't see a way. Like, when was in the Silverstone period where it was like, great, if Verstappen exits turn 1 or 2 or 3 in first, he's won the whole race. In those moments, and that where Lewis had to do those things, like send up the inside, because otherwise it's gone. I was watching those races so tense because I was like, there's so many races left, but I kind of feels like I can't see Hamilton winning this, and it was a lot closer than I thought it'd be, because Hamilton had a great second half of that season. But I'm kind of feeling like I don't know if I see Lando winning this. So I don't know if I see it in him. I don't know if I see enough changing. And even if I saw something change in Norris, do I see enough changing in Piastri? But I want to believe it anyway. I so desperately want to believe. I want to believe. More than you believe, I want to believe. Let's look at the calendar. And it will be the Italian... Oh, no, it'll be the... Wait. It'll be the Dutch Grand Prix. 31st of August. Wow, big old break. Zandvoort, that's the one with the crazy banking, right? But yeah, soft, medium, hard awards. Soft will go... Maybe Lewis didn't really gain much in the race. Had a terrible qualifying. There's probably some other people who deserve it more. I'm just not thinking of, but I'll go Lewis. Especially because his teammate was so high up. I mean, it's just crazy to think about where... Like, Leclerc finished... I don't know what they did. I still don't really get it. But Leclerc finished in 4th. And he was leading for that time. It's just insane he didn't even get 3rd minimum. I mean, 2nd even, really. Well, no, actually, because Lando did what he did. But it's just... Well, no, he could have got... Like, he should have realistically finished 2nd. And Piastri should have finished 3rd. And what, at the very least, Leclerc should have been the one pushing Lando. If not, maybe overtaking Lando. He could have won this, and Lando should have finished 2nd and Piastri 3rd. The fact he finished 4th almost makes me want to put Leclerc. I can't put Leclerc on. I'll put Leclerc on a medium. It's not his fault he's got a medium. The good and the bad. The bads came from whatever the team fucking did. I don't know, or maybe his communication with the team. And then who do I give the hard award to? I mean, it's crazy that I didn't give maybe the medium to Piastri. I'm going to give the hard to Lando, which is crazy because he doesn't deserve it, really. Because although he did make the tyres last and he did turn the car into a tractor and he did get it done, and I'm happy about that, and he didn't smash his trophy this time. Almost got T-boned as well, which George made that joke about on that final corner, which also almost happened at Austria as well. I was thinking the same with the lock-up and almost going into the back tyre, and I guarantee it would have spun Lando and Piastri would have carried on. I would have lost my shit. Fucking GTA vibes. But I don't know. I feel like as much as he did those good things, I'm just kind of like, I just want to see you have a good start. I want you to like have a race where you do well, and not through your strengths, but through executing well on what are usually your weaknesses. That'd be nice. But yeah, I'll probably do like a mid-season report because there's quite the break between now and Zandvoort. But yeah, I'll try my best not to be biased. But you know, mate, it's clearly not gonna happen. We got Harzan. We're going to the end. Danke.